Good morning, everybody. This is Eureka Street Crypto Hub, and I am Eureka John, and this is my morning show, I guess, aka video blog, where I just basically wake up every single morning and talk about the crypto space. Yep, because there's always something going on, and I'm constantly learning, and ever since October 24th, 2024, I am just popping on every single morning and talking about anything and everything that I've learned in this crypto space, and I'm kind of forging my way through it. And so this show is not meant to be perfect. It's not meant to be educational, and it's not meant to be advice in any way. It's literally a lot of times when I get on this video blog and this program, I have no idea what I'm going to look at for the day, and I'm kind of going through my Twitter feed. So take everything I say with a grain of salt, and just know that we're all kind of stumbling through this process of learning about the crypto space together. And feel free to chat. I'm on Theta TV here. I broadcast live on Theta TV every morning. It's Theta TV. Oh wait, it's what is it? Theta.tv. Sorry, THETA.tv. And then / Eureka John, all one word. So that's my Theta page. I do have some videos up that I've uploaded on there, but mainly my main video library is up on YouTube and Odyssey and BitChute. And if you aren't familiar with Odyssey, it's an amazing platform. It's completely decentralized, uncensorable blockchain that provides, it's on the library blockchain. And Odyssey is the video streaming platform built on top of it. And it's amazing. It's uncensorable. There's a lot more amazing, good content on there than you can find on YouTube, which censors the crap out of everything. And there's a lot of scammers a lot of times on YouTube. So if you can, switch over to Odyssey. And, if you are able to help a brother out, just click the little thumbs up or the flame icon on Odyssey. If you're on BitChute or YouTube, click the little thumbs up. It helps, so I'm not asking for money, and I'm not shilling anything. I'm just talking about projects I like. But, if you want to support what I'm doing in a way, just click the little thumbs up. All right, so that being said, let's go look at the crypto markets and see what's up. All right, let me refresh this page here, and I'm going to get into my daily banana and my daily apple. If I could open this damn banana, look at that. That banana, it's all gray because of the green screen, but look at that, man. Today, it's an interesting day. I kind of woke up just feeling like a squashed bug, I went to some, kid's birthday party yesterday, and it was at one of those mini golf go-kart places and stuff like that, and it was hot as balls out, and I'm sore. It was a long day. But anyway, all right, Bitcoin, $48,562.27. Ethereum, $3,206.46. So those are all basically remaining constant for the past week or two. Cardano, $291, almost hitting that $3 mark. As I've said before, I have some Cardano locked in Atomic Wallet, and there's not a whole lot I can do about it. Because I have an NFT bundled up in there, and Atomic Wallet does not support NFTs, and they say they're working on it. But I was going to sell a good chunk of Cardano, I guess 2 weeks ago now. And I'm glad I didn't. So it's kind of locked in there for. I got the good side of that. It forced me to not sell. I'm going to put the banana sticker right here and save it for my daughter who loves wearing these banana stickers as a badge of honor in the morning. So it's a great tool to get your kids to eat bananas. You give them the sticker if they do. All right, anyway. Binance, $486.81. Tether is $1. XRP, $1.14. Dogecoin, 28 cents. And USD, $1, because it's a stable coin as well. So there's two stable coins in the top 10. Solana, 93.45. Polkadot, 26. Terra, 34.78. Terra's moving on up. Let's see here, and this is a kind of a stablecoin based DeFi platform, mainly geographically The team is located in Korea, so it's a lot bigger over in the Eastern Hemisphere. Us folks over here in the Western Hemisphere don't have as much exposure to Terra, but as you can tell, it's moving on up to the old top 10. So it's almost there at 11. Uniswap 2666, Bitcoin Cash 666.37, and Binance USD stablecoin as well. It used to be in the top 10, but all these other tokens are just pushing on up there. Chainlinks remained relatively stable at 2574. This ICP token, man, I'm going to have to do a video series on that and explain my distaste for that, and I will. Not series, but I'll devote an entire episode to it. Polygon, $1.43. Avalanche, 48.19. It was on a tear not too long ago, but it seems to be settling down a little bit and kind of finding its little place in here. But Avalanche has a lot of potential. I hate to use the term Ethereum killer because that's so 2020. But Avalanche is one of these that people would have called Ethereum killers. Ethereum is turning out to be kind of the base layer that all these other chains are going to connect to, and all these Ethereum killers are really more different. They're each finding their own niche. Like Theta Network is finding its niche in the entertainment and media industry. Solana is coming up with its own layer of DeFi. Cardano, Cardano's been a point of controversy and criticism and enthusiasm. The people in the Cardano community are a little cultish, but they claim to be able to do the smart contracts and when it fully rolls out in a way that would be so much better and fully decentralized because of all the staking nodes delegation that has happened. But they seem to be focusing on Africa right now, providing the people with Africa to access to financial tools and stuff like that, and smart contracts and cryptocurrency. So, but I don't know. Cardano is bridging to Ethereum. Solana is bridging to Ethereum. Polkadot has many bridges to Ethereum. These all have Avalanche. I believe if they haven't built a bridge, they are in the process of building a bridge to Ethereum. Theta Network has a bridge to Ethereum. Zilliqa now has a bridge to Ethereum. All these Ethereum killers are building bridges to Ethereum because Ethereum is the most dominant blockchain right now, Ethereum and Bitcoin, but Bitcoin is not made for smart contracts. So Ethereum is the most dominant virtual machine. So there's a difference between a blockchain and a virtual machine. And the Ethereum virtual machine is what you build smart contracts on top of. And a smart contract, if you don't know, is a piece of code that says if X happens, then Y will occur, or if X occurs, then Y will happen, It's a piece of code that is a conditional, and I don't know. You got me thinking on the top of my head, But if I deposit $50, then I will receive 10% interest in my account on that $50. That's kind of a result on it. So it allows that type of stuff to happen. That's not a function in something like Bitcoin, where it's just purely money transfer back and forth and a store of value. It really is becoming a store of value. And I'm not going to downplay the significance of Bitcoin and it becoming basically the de facto monetary foundation in a way. I think that's where it's going to go. It will supplant the dollar as far as being the base of all monetary assets right now, because the gold no longer is. It hasn't been since 1971. So, but anyway, there's a lot of people that know a lot more about that type of stuff than I do. I didn't know anything about this stuff until I got into cryptocurrency. Then suddenly I'm getting a crash course and all this stuff about finance and economics, about about money in general, and so yeah. I don't know. Anyway, so down here's Aave 363.84. The graph 90 cents. I think that is also going to be a huge one for the plumbing and infrastructure of all this Web 3.0 technology. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on. All right. So yesterday, I talked about Arbitrum, a little bit about Matic, the Polygon network, and these are layer 2 technologies. So as I'm sitting here gushing on Ethereum virtual machine and stuff like that, an EVM compatible Ethereum virtual machine is EVM, that the compatibility of all these other blockchains to have EVM compatibility, Ethereum still has its issues. It's slow. Layer 1 costs a lot to do any transactions on it. And until Ethereum 2.0 comes out, which is moving from proof of work to proof of stake consensus mechanisms, it's going to remain slow and clunky and expensive. So there's been all these layer 2 solutions pop up to where a lot of the transactions are done on layer 2, and then they are, whenever the user is done, then they transfer back over to layer 1 Ethereum, or they use something called Rollups, and they can use layer 1 as the place to show that there's proof of transactions rather than do all the transactions on the Ethereum blockchain. And that's a way to bundle it up and create some lightning speed. So yeah, the layer 1 networks, right, that I talked about yesterday is Polygon, Matic, and Arbitrum. Arbitrum is supposed to come out by the end of this month, so they have 2 days to really get moving on this. And there's a bunch of 73 right now different DeFi platforms all lined up to launch on the Arbitrum network. So I talked about those yesterday, and I talked a little bit how to do your RPC and your Metamask in order to connect to some of these networks, and I will show you here what an RPC is. And then I briefly touched on Optimism, which is another layer 2 solution for Ethereum. So let me go here to the RPCs. So first of all, let me open up Metamask to my okay, so Metamask. Where in the heck? Alright, so expand view. Here we go. Alright, so I talked about it a little bit yesterday. I got some stuff in this wallet. I have probably about I think about 8 Metamask wallets. And I just used various ones for different purposes. I think it's a good idea to spread out, your assets. Yes, have cold storage. Definitely have cold storage stuff on a Ledger wallet or a Trezor or whatever wallet you prefer. And that's basically just a little USB flash drive. And let me just show you real quick here. Ledger wallet. Just basically a little cold storage flash drive, and you can connect it and put your funds on here. Always have something on some kind of cold storage, and some people are real bad about it, and take the little Ledger wallet and hide it, put it in a safe somewhere. This is it, just a little Ledger wallet, and it's a cold storage, so even if somebody hacks into your home network or whatever network you're on, they cannot have access to this. This is completely offline. Anyway, that being said, I do also have about 8 or 10 different Metamask accounts, and then some other types of wallets. I don't keep anything on centralized exchanges. I've seen enough centralized exchange downtimes, like in centralized, I'm talking about Coinbase, I'm talking about crypto.com, I'm talking about Binance. All those are centralized exchanges, and I don't keep anything on there. I do keep some stuff on some centralized style bank accounts, and I'll talk about that in a second. But I have stuff in Ledger, and I have stuff in Metamask wallets, and I do have some stuff in the crypto.com DeFi account. But all that allows me to hold the keys, my private keys, and my private seed phrase. Centralized exchanges don't. You only really, in my opinion, I think you only really want to use centralized exchanges whenever you need to do some cross-chain trades, or whenever you need to, you just want to do, when gas prices are really high, like the Ethereum gas prices, you might want to go to a centralized exchange, do the quick, the quick trade, and then get out of there. That's kind of what I do. And I also use Simple Swap. Hold on, so I use this one right here, and basically it is a third-party service, and they just basically use centralized exchanges on your behalf, so you don't have to go and sign up for all these different exchanges and stuff like that. And basically right here, so if you wanted to trade Bitcoin to Ethereum, you do it here and you enter your Ethereum address, and then it gives you a Q code, and you transfer the Bitcoin to that Q code, and then they do the trade for you and deposit it into your Ethereum address. And there's a whole bunch of different assets you can do that with. People say, was that safe, sending it to some random address with a Q code they give you? Yeah, I mean, I've used Simple Swap a lot, so I will vouch for Simple Swap. And look at all this. I mean, Cardano to Ethereum, Chiliz, Dash, Decentraland. I mean, there's just all types of assets on here you can trade back and forth. Really weird ones. I've done Zilliqa to, Bitcoin and vice versa. And, so, I mean, yeah, so basically they just have a team probably sitting in an office somewhere that sees these trades come in, and they have access to all these different exchanges and the accounts with all these different exchanges, and they do the trade for you and send it to your wallet. So, yeah. So that's Simple Swap for you. But anyway, where was I going with that? I cannot remember. I was talking about layer 2 stuff, and yesterday I talked about the Polygon Matic, and then I talked about Arbitrum, and then I started to touch on Optimism. So Optimism is also a layer 2 solution for Ethereum, since Ethereum is so clunky and stuff like that. Optimism is rolling out, but they're not doing it in the same way that Arbitrum is doing it. Arbitrum is saying by the end of the month, we're going to roll out with 73 different these DeFi apps, and these are big blue chip ones too, like Aave and Compound and Curve and all that stuff, and it's rolling out on Arbitrum, and so it's going to be a heyday. It's going to be a complete gold rush out there. And so get your accounts ready to jump in there if you already know how to do DeFi, hit it up on Arbitrum. But Optimism is taking a different approach. Optimism is rolling out through Uniswap first, and they've taken some criticism that they're kind of up in bed with Uniswap and all that stuff. But whatever, they're just taking different approaches to it. I'm not going to take a side on it. And they're kind of slowly rolling different dApps out, but they're doing it with Uniswap first. So let me change my wallet here. Let me go into Metamask, and let me change over to the wallet where I have my network set up for Optimism. So let me get out of here, and so you can't see what I'm doing here because it doesn't pop up. But let me just switch over there. Let me go down to this account that has Optimism stuff, and let me expand this view over. Wrong one. Control it. Okay, so let me go to this. And let me expand this for you. And go there. All right. Anyway, I'll mess with that as needed. Let me get this up more. So I just needed you guys to be able to see there. All right, whatever. And then this, All right. So as you can see, I'm on this wallet here on my MetaMask, and this is on the Ethereum network. Okay. So we can just get all this. All right. So this is on the Ethereum network. I'm going to switch over to the Optimism network. So here I am, Ethereum mainnet. Right down here, Optimism. Okay. So how I jumped on the Optimism network. Okay. So you have to go down here and you have to create a custom RPC, and right here, and You have to plug in this stuff: network name, new RPC URL, chain ID, currency symbol, blockchain explorer. And how do you do that? Okay, so let's take a quick look, and a guide to Uniswap on Optimism. Generally, if you just do a search on whatever search engine you use, hopefully it's not Google. Pre-search is a great search engine to use. But just do RPC Optimism, RPC Matic, RPC, whatever network you want to connect to, and something like this should pop up. Some tutorials, some instructions with this stuff in here. So you type in this stuff, and let's go down to Optimism Ethereum. It's right there. See, I typed it all in here. And let's go back over here and I'll show you. See? And I guess I need to put in all this. You don't have to put in these bottom two about the Explorer and stuff, but it helps if you do. So anyway, let's go back over here. So you put in that information and you add network, and then you have access to it. So all you have to do after that is just go down and just go down and find whatever network you want to be on. And I've been playing around with DeFi and Matic network, so I've consistently been switching back over here. So I have nothing on the Optimism network. Okay, as I've said before, this show is all about me just kind of getting on here and doing things as I go along. I don't really plan and pre-plan all this crap. I just, okay. So I'm going to connect my wallet here. And then I'm getting some shields popping up for my Brave browser. So let me refresh this page real quick. And open my kombucha. I'm real big on these kombuchas. I'm not, hey, if you guys want to sponsor me, I will take all the free GT's Synergy kombuchas that you want to give me, because I like this stuff. But nobody from GT's is probably watching this. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and connect this wallet now that I'm on the Optimism network. And let's see here. Alright, so I'll connect via Metamask. And here I am. I'm connected to the Optimistic Ethereum network for my first time. All right, so I don't have anything on Optimism network, so I will go to the Optimism gateway, and I'll link all this stuff. All right, so connect wallet. Okay, wasn't I just at the Optimism gateway? Yeah. So deposit. Okay, here I am. So now my Metamask is over here popping up that you can't see. I don't know how to make this little window pop up, but I'm dragging that little box that pops up. So it says it's on Ethereum network. I'll switch network. I thought I just switched network. Okay. Anyway, so I'm going to deposit some money onto Optimism. So since right now I don't think any other dApps are on Ethereum, I'm not going to deposit much. I'm just going to do it just for testing purposes. I'll deposit 0.01 ETH on there from mainnet to Optimism. So deposit, ta-da! And that's $32 worth of ETH. And let's see here. Please note a week-long challenge period is required for withdrawals, and the fee to claim them is about $88.23 based on current gas costs. So this kind of sucks, honestly, because I'm depositing $32.08 and it's going to cost me approximately $88.23. So that's the thing about some of these layer 2s, is it can get a little costly to jump onto the layer 2 network. So you need to take everything that you're going to use and want to do on layer 2, and you kind of want to camp out for a while, I don't know if I want to put $32.08 up on. I'll just go ahead and do it, yeah. And let's see, initiate the deposit. Let's see how much it's going to cost. I was messing around with Loopring just before this, and it was going to cost me $18 to put 0.01 Ethereum on there. Let's see if this is any cheaper. It shouldn't be, because it all is on the same network. So, yeah, man. Suggested gas fees $34.06. I don't want to pay $33 to put $32 on there. So I'm not going to do this. That's kind of disappointing. So I rejected that. But you get the point. If you're working with several hundred or thousands of dollars, then that's like nothing, But that's the problem with these layer 2 solutions. When I got up on the Matic network, that was not a problem, because I deposited, like 2 ETH up on there, so the gas fees weren't good. And I've been sitting here going on Matic Network, and I've been surfing around between all these different layer 2 DeFi platforms. Adamant Finance is one of them, if I can get it to pull up, and there's all this DeFi stuff you can go in there and play with and stuff like that. So, but Optimism, I don't think has all those dApps quite ready to play with yet. And I want to save this Ethereum, honestly, for my own self, for Arbitrum when it rolls out here. I have some Ethereum I'm going to be uploading to Layer 2 Arbitrum, and personally, I'm going to choose to play on Arbitrum over Optimism right now because there will be more immediate options. I don't want to sit around and wait around for Optimism to start slowly rolling out new dApps. I want it all, and I want it now, What can I say, man, So anyway, there's another one, and I don't know if I would necessarily call this, it is Layer 2, but you don't connect your Metamask RPC in the same way. You upload, this is Loopring, and it uses rollups, zk-Rollups, zero knowledge rollups. And it's a different way of bundling the Ethereum transactions and then having the proof of transaction being put on the Ethereum blockchain rather than the whole one. And it's another way to do things. And Loopring is kind of its own weird little unicorn over here. And I've played on Loopring as well, and I've done the whole upload process from Layer 1 to Layer 2, and it's the same deal. So let's go back over here. I will switch my RPC. I think if RPC stands for Remote Procedure Call or something like that. I don't know. It's some technical term. It's not really important what it stands for. But I'm on the Ethereum mainnet. Okay, so deposit to activate to Layer 2, the Layer 2 being the Loopring protocol. And you still have the keys. It's still on your Metamask. Mine ends in C65 here, as you can see. Well, hold on. Let me go back over here. As you can see right there, my Metamask ends in C65. Okay, so it's still, the funds are still on that C65. It's just on the Loopring version of that. But you don't have to switch back and forth RPCs. So Loopring might be good for people who are a little confused by these RPCs. You don't have to do that. All it is a matter of you just going over here to loopring.io and then clicking on exchange. So I will do that real quick just so you can see. Here's loopring.io, just their homepage, and then you can go here. There's a Loopring wallet, which I just downloaded to my phone. Previously, I couldn't do this on my iPhone because I'm using an iOS, but it was on Android. But now it's on the iOS right here, so you can do it on Google Play, Android, or iOS. And so there's the Loopring wallet, which I still need to set up on my phone, and then there's the Loopring exchange. And over here in Loopring Exchange is where you upload onto the Loopring Layer 2. And I've done it before. And again, you have to pay those expensive Layer 1 Ethereum fees to get your stuff up there. But once you get your stuff up there, then you can do a lot of super cheap transactions, liquidity mining. And then one thing that Loopring offers is order book exchanges. So hold on, let me see here. Yeah, it allows you to trade as if you were on an order book. So on other decentralized exchanges, DEXs is what we'll call them, because that's what they're called, you basically have to put in an automated market maker. And an automated market maker is where people provide liquidity, and they provide 50% to 50% of 2 different pairs of tokens. And that way, right here, Loopring and Ethereum has $19 million worth of liquidity in it. It's available money for anybody to do a Loopring Ethereum trade. It's there. It's ready to go. The order book model that a lot of centralized exchanges use is basically you put in an order and they find a matching order. Or they will split it up and they will find matching orders to complete your trade. And a lot of this is done, using computer algorithms and stuff like that. Nobody really, I don't know. I don't really know enough about trading and finance and that aspect to really have any say on it, but a lot of people like this way of doing things because it is so transparent. You can see the exact value of what the current market is offering because all the prices for the the latest trades are right there in front of you, and people can look at that. I don't have an advanced enough knowledge to really know about that stuff versus just a DEX where it's just this, I want to trade, 10 Loopring to Ethereum, and supposedly it'll give you the amount, so I don't have the balance for it, but yeah, and it'll do that. So it'll say 100 Loopring to Ethereum. Okay, so let's say, and maybe it's just not refreshing out. Okay, so either way, 1,000 Loopring. Okay, so I guess I don't have the balance of it right now because I don't have anything uploaded there. But it gives you the rate and all that stuff. But there's slippage where order books, don't really have that type. But the problem is order books were previously only available on centralized exchanges. If you wanted to use a decentralized exchange and hold the keys to your crypto and not have to, upload to a centralized exchange like Binance or Coinbase or whatever, whatever exchange you're using, so you could have this type of functionality. Now Loopring allows you to do that in a decentralized way and just connect your wallet and hold the keys to your crypto. And they do a version. It's kind of an atomic swap, and that's a whole other concept that goes beyond the scope of this video. But the only other one that I know that does it is the Atomic DEX, and that's put out with the Komodo project on the Komodo blockchain. But so Loopring has both the DEX functionality that's similar to Uniswap and Bancor and Kyber Network and all these others, and then they also have the order book functionality. And it's all done on layer 2, so it's cheap, it's fast, super fast, and it costs like 0.00015 cents in order to do a trade. So if you want to upload a mass amount of stuff to Loopring and then do a bunch of trades, this is a great way to do it. And you can do that on Optimism, because if you want to swap back and forth on Uniswap and just play the trading game on the Ethereum network with Uniswap, Optimism's a good way to do this right here. But like as you saw, it would cost me a good $36 to upload $32 worth of ETH on there. So make sure you do it once and you do a large amount of the amount you want to do. And then Polygon Matic does the same thing. I've been doing tons of trades with Adamant Finance on the Matic network here. Just playing around because I haven't had to worry about gas fees. QuickSwap is the DEX on the Matic network right here. Similar, all these interfaces are similar to Uniswap. And that's what a basic automated market maker DEX looks like. And so that's what makes Loopring unique, because it has this DEX functionality like this, but then it also has the order book functionality like a centralized exchange, and you get all these professional trading, transparency and visibility, and all the exact trades that have happened. So you can, if you know how to read this stuff and do this stuff, this is a really great tool. See, you can see recent trades over here. Hold on, let me just pull this out. Yeah, recent trades over here, and you know exactly what something has gone for, and would basically be no slippage. Slippage is basically whenever you trade for one thing and it ends up being another, So, so that's basically the gist of it. Loopring allows you to do centralized exchange style trades, but on a layer 2 Ethereum platform. But Loopring is also blockchain agnostic, so you can use a bunch of different blockchains on here as well, not just Ethereum. So I don't know. Loopring seems to be some really great technology. They don't do a whole lot of marketing, so they're relatively not known. So I don't know. We'll see where Loopring goes. But this whole I mean, I don't use order books, but if I did, this would be a really great decentralized opportunity. I just, I just keep it simple, because I'm ignorant and I don't really know how to use order books. But yeah. So that being said, yeah, it's an interesting day. Thanks for subscribing, Robin Pons. Nice to see you here, and I appreciate you jumping on. It's a Sunday. It's been a quiet Sunday, and I jumped on a little late today. So I'm on every single morning, and usually a lot earlier than this. So, yes, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. It'll be Monday, and yeah, we'll talk about a whole other slew of stuff. I was going to talk about the Energy Web Token staking mechanism that has come up as well on the Volta network, but I don't have time. So, that being said, you guys have a good day today, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Have a happy Sunday, and yeah, all right, bye.